severely beaten nails with 30 years of damage. Most nail techs won't even touch this. The skin is overgrown, the nail plate is thin, and nothing adheres properly. I'm going to show you exactly how I approach this step by step, starting with the surrounding skin. First, I'm going to push back the cuticles, and I can already feel this is such a challenge. With people who bite their nails, usually there's so much excess overgrown skin, which makes it harder. So usually it's simply not possible to do it in just one take. First, I push it back gently, and then I do second round. Sometimes I even do 3 times until I make sure that this part of the cuticle that is basically stuck to the nail plate is pushed back. So this part is taking a while, usually way longer compared to when I'm working with regular nails. But it's so important to not skip this step, because then I'm going to proceed with the dry manicure, and it is going to be a bit easier since I already separated the skin from the nail plate. So it is going to be easier for me to reach these areas. So I'm going to push back the cuticles to work along the sidewalls, and also this is going to take quite a while. Usually dry manicure or prep like this takes me about 10 minutes, 15 minutes. Well, in this case it took me almost 40 minutes, and that's totally normal because there's quite a work we need to do. I usually say when people ask me, like, do you actually need to trim the dead tissue? Do you need to remove the cuticles all the time? I always say that this part is optional. You can choose whether you want to remove them or not, but with nails like this, honestly, I don't think it's possible to skip this step, because otherwise you will simply not be able to apply the product properly. So this part, nail prep, is the one that determines on how long these extensions are going to last. Cleaning the sidewalls, I'm cleaning the area under the nail surrounding skin, then I'm pushing back the cuticles with a diamond drill bit, and the speed is about 18,000 rotations per minute. And for this prep, I'm actually testing my new electric nail file by Melody Susie. This is a desktop electric nail file, so this is not the portable one, which makes it so convenient because I simply put this unit onto the table. They also have some slots for the drill bits, so I prepare them beforehand, so I have everything lined up before the service. I can easily switch from reverse to forward mode and set the speed by choosing it right here. This electric nail file is way more powerful compared to most compact e-files, so it is definitely suitable for home use, for DIY use, as well as for professional salon use. After all the cuticles are pushed up, I basically cleaned all this skin from the nail, and now we need to remove the surface shine, and I always do it with a hand file 180 grit. And when doing that, since this client doesn't have a super sensitive skin, I'm also using this to slightly push back the cuticles even more. The goal is not to file off the nails, because normally they're already quite damaged and thin and sensitive. I just need to remove the surface shine, so the nails, instead of shiny, will be matte. And then I'm going to trim the dead tissue. I decided to use manicure scissors because there's quite a lot to remove, and also it took me a few takes on some nails. I also make sure that I remove all the hangnails. When dealing with clients who are biting their nails, it's especially important because whenever we leave a little loose skin, a little hangnail, this may trigger this nail biting habit again. So as long as all the surrounding skin and everything is smooth, there will be simply less temptation to do it again. Now that our nails are manicured and clean, they already look so much better, right? Like they're twice longer and bigger now because we removed all this dead tissue. Then I will apply dehydrator, let dry, primer, and I decided to do extensions with dual forms. This is much easier compared to regular forms because with short beaten nails, it's a bit challenging to fit the form under the nail, while with dual forms it's much easier. Of course, we're not doing any extreme length. We picked this nude color, which I think is just perfectly suitable for this client, and I'm applying it on her nail. Then we flash cure it for a few seconds, and then we fully cure it in the big lamp. This is quite simple and fast process, and after curing they look like this, almost finished. And then I removed the dual forms. I also left a tiny margin from the cuticle, that was on purpose. And then I take a look at them and realize that we need to make them as short as possible. Actually, I think the ideal length for short Bitten nails is when they simply cover the length of the finger. So I'm shaping them this way. Also, I want to make sure that there is no flooding of the skin, the sidewalls are clean. For sidewalls, I prefer using thin wooden files, but some areas are so hard to reach. That's why I'm going to use my electric nail file again and a carbide bit to file these corners. After using dual forms, the underside of the nail may not be perfect, and also since I filed and shaped them, now we also have some extra product underneath. So I will also be using this carbide bead at 25,000 rotations per minute speed to remove this extra thickness of the product underneath, so the nails will look thin. But in reality, they're not actually paper thin. We do have some thickness in the apex area. And then I'm going to continue filing and shaping them. This shape is called square oval, and I think it's just perfect for this client because it's kind of like square, but it also has this rounded edge of the nail. So it's kind of like a combo between the oval and the square shape, and I think it just suits her perfectly. And these are the longest nail I think we can do. I would never recommend doing anything longer than that. Since we've been filing her nails underneath, it is better to seal them with a glossy top coat as well. And of course, we're going to apply some glossy top coat on the top. And this is what her nails look like a couple hours earlier when she just came. And can you believe that this is actually the hand of the same person? This is what they look like now.